Hello everyone. Uh, we will talk about TreeShade. TreeShade is an extension for Adobe InDesign and Adobe Bridge. You can install it totally free from Adobe Exchange. After installing TreeShade, uh, you will find in Adobe Bridge a window extension. Select TreeShade. It will ask you to create a root folder for your project. And here I have created this root folder TRST in the partition. You will find main.js. It's a Node.js application. Execute this local server. And here I have ngrok service to connect the local server to this domain. Okay. We will talk about options here. The end user can select a color because let's go to the project folder inside the TRST, inside workshop. This is our folder Sunday. Okay. The option field color has this flag TS underscore OPT, abbreviation for options. And here I have the options as alternatives file that will be replaced by this depending on the end user selection. Here I have 3 colors and the content of every text file match the file name, here green, and the file name green. I used this option, this field, to color the title here. So the title here now red. The end user can select different color like blue. Update. Now if we open the page, it's changed to blue. Now how to make the options have thumbnails. Now there are no thumbnails here. So let's create in Adobe Photoshop HB 20 by 20 pixels. let's be blue. Let's save anywhere in downloads. And green. And red. Okay, now in Adobe Bridge I can right click on the text file, the option file, and select from the context menu set thumbnail from image file, and then select the file. What is this green? And the same thing, set thumbnail from image file, blue and red. Okay, now the text files have thumbnails, and in the online form TreeShade will use these thumbnails for options. Now the options have thumbnails. Okay. Now, what if we want one of these options to be a default option? So it's already selected. I can select the options field, color, and from TreeShade menu, select the copying sequence change original. And then select one of these options as a default. Here, before that, let's be sure what the file. It's green, so let's select the green as a default. So from 3 shade menu, the copying sequence, change original, green. Now there is a relation between the file and the default option. So now if we refresh the form, to make one of these options default, I need to change the folder name. Now the folder have options label, and here we have the same name, color and color. So the connection depending on the folder name, not depending on the copying sequence. So I need to change this like colors instead of color options, and enter the folder. So 3 shade scan the modification in the paths of the files. Okay. Now if we select the options field and select from 3 shade the copying sequence, reveal original. Okay, the connection is active. So now see, the green is selected. If I click here, I can select the blue, update. Okay, so you have two ways to make the connection between the options field and the options files. The first is to add options after the folder name that has the same pure name of the file. Pure name means the file name without its extension and without the TS flags that start with TS underscore, and also without the square brackets label. You can put square brackets at the end of the file name to be displaying part. Without all these, this is the pure file name. Color, so you make the folder name color and write options with capital O, options. Now there are relations between the text file as options field and between the options files that will replace the file depending on the end user selection. But I don't prefer this method. I prefer to name the folder any name, but I adding S. You can write color choices, the colors, any name. Then you need to make a connection between the options field and one of the options files. And the selected one will make a default option. How to make the connection? At first you need to remove you need to select all options and remove the original. Remove original relation. And then select the options field. Then from tree shade menu, select change original and select the default options that you want. And the default option must match the actual value of the file, because here I select red. If I select red, then this file color ts_opt must be red. So now blue, so I need to be assured that it has the same value. I can copy the file and put here. Okay. Now the default is red, and here I have red color. Okay, now I can add parameters here. After OBT, without underscore, OBT immediately like that. The original relation is removed. change original. Okay. Now if you want to rename a text file, after renaming, don't click here anywhere, just click the file thumbnail. So it should update the modification. Reveal original. Okay. So I have here three digits. The first one, 1 or 0, boolean value, and the second one also 1 or 0, and the third one 1 or 0. The first one determine the thumbnail, if I want to display the thumbnail or not. The second, the file name, and the third, the content of the file. So if I write 1, 1, 1, then click here the file. Now I have the file name, the file content, and the thumbnail. Because file content, I don't want the file content to be here. So I will make the third digit 0, 1, 1, 0. And this is the default. If I want only the thumbnail, I write 1, 0, 0. And after that I can determine how many columns. If I write 3, then I will have 3 columns for options. See, 3 columns. So it takes the whole. Now I can select one. If I change to 6, now if I want the thumbnail and the file name, here I have the thumbnail and the file name. And now let's show only the thumbnail. 100, and here I can write the width in pixels, like I want 30 pixels. So I write like that, 30 pixels. Click the file thumbnail here to update the modification. I don't think this is 30 pixels. Let's try different value. 50 pixels. Oh, it's affected. See, it's now large. So this is really 100. Okay. So this is the flag TS_OPT for options, and the relation between the options field and the options files have 2 methods. The first is to add options after the file name, like make a folder exactly as the file name, the pure name, color, and then space and options, capital O. And in this method there is no default value, and I don't prefer this way. The better way is to name the folder any name and put anywhere. It's not necessary here in this folder, and make connection using tree shade menu between the file and the default option as fake original file, because when you copy a file there is always tree shade making sequence of copying previous and original relations. But to make fake, you can make fake relation by explicitly select the command and select the file. And here switching the displaying of the thumbnail and the file name and the file content of a text file, the content of a text file. The last one, if without the unit, like if you write 4 or 6 or 12, this determine how many columns you want. And if you write a unit like 40 pixels, now the width of the option will be 40. Okay. And always after renaming the text file, click on the thumbnail. I didn't show you the connection now between the content and the HTML file here in color. Okay. Here I have style color, and instead of writing the color in static way like red or blue or whatsoever, I write TS tag, TS tag, tree shade tag. Here inside I write the relative path using regex pattern, and the method at the end placing the text file here. Like here I am placing the URL for the image city, and here in this paragraph I placed the content of the text file that starts with para. It's called paragraph. We go here, we have this text file, and the header for the H1. So we have this content, city, header and paragraph, and we have color for the header. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching.